In fact, this chapter of banking chapter, we will be studying about a recurring deposit account. So before we start, let me give you an idea about how does the banking work and the kinds of account that we have with them. They're different kinds. One of those is a recurring deposit account. So let's take a normal banking account. What is a normal banking account? Say, if you have, say, for example, some 40,000 bucks with you and you don't want to use it because there is no use for this amount. So instead of keeping with yourself, it's being idle without nobody's using it. What you can do is you can go and deposit it at the bank. And you'll say, as long as I don't need it, let it be with the bank. Why? Because the bank will give you interest on it. How? Because the bank would lend this money to somebody who needs it, and the bank would earn certain amount of interest from that person or that entity who has borrowed it from the bank, and it will keep some amount of interest that he has earned with himself, and he can give you certain amount to you as an interest. In fact, there is an entire mechanism there in it, and they follow certain rules and regulations, and with that you will be getting certain amount of interest from there. So we call that amount that you have kept there in the bank as a deposit amount. How much? 40,000 bucks, which is the principal for you. You keep it for 1 year, you can keep it for 2 years, you can keep it for 10 years. So whichever number of years you keep it for, accordingly they will pay you the interest. Now the question arises, now there are two kinds of deposit that you will say, okay, fine, I'm keeping this money with you, and whenever I want, I will take it from you. I mean, you would say to the bank, then that will go directly into an account that is called say saving account, wherein you are able to take and withdraw the money anytime that you want. Now, but sometimes you say you're sure that you will not be needing this money for the next 5 years. So you will say, okay, fine, you keep it for 5 years fixed. I will not take it I will not take it out from the bank. So that is called a fixed deposit, right? And then bank gives you more interest on that, right? Higher rate of interest on that. For the one which you have kept as a temporary, and you can withdraw the money anytime, then that is saving account, and that you have got a small amount of interest in it, a small rate of interest. But there is yet another kind of say banking account here. We call this a recurring deposit. It says I do not know, like, yes, you must have heard about somebody who keeping a small kind of what do we call it, what do we call that as, a container like thing which you can put your money on a daily basis. If you save money in it, you put it into it. That, okay, what do we call it as, small bank, right? Piggy bank, yes. So you can put the money, okay, on a daily basis. You can put 10 rupees every day. So obviously in 1 year you will be getting something out of it collectively. Same concept is that the bank also has come up with, says, okay, instead of putting that money into the piggy bank, you are not earning any interest. You give it to me, I will give you interest on that. So somebody who is able to save, say for example, 100 rupees per month, he can give it to the bank on a daily or monthly basis. Okay, every month he will give how much? 100 rupees. So January he will give 100, February he will get another 100, March it will give another 100, like that. You can see I made a table out of it. So January he gives deposit with the bank how much? 100 rupees. February 100 was already there, he gave another 100. Third 100 was already there, he gave another 100, another 100, another 100, another 100. And by the time, okay, December comes, how many hundreds he has given? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 1200. So will you be getting after 1 year the 1200 rupees or more than that? Yes, you will get more than 1200 rupees. It will give you interest. The question arises, how much? Say for example, they pay you, I said they don't pay you 10%, but just taking an example, if they pay you 10% rate, so will you be getting 10% on this entire amount, 1200 flat? No, that is not there. See, bank will give you the interest on what the amount of money was with it for amount of time. For how much was the money with it, how much you deposited, for how long you deposited, what was the amount of tenure, then accordingly it will give you the money. Say if you deposited 100 rupees in January and the bank is giving you the interest at the end of December, this 100 rupees for was how many months? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 months. So this 100 rupees was for 12 months. So on this 100 rupees, you will get interest for 12 months. This 100 rupees were for how many months? You can see it is coming as 11 if you count it. So this was for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So this is for 11 months. They will give you the interest for this 100 rupees on 11 month only. On this 100 rupees, it will give you, because for 10 months, it will give you for 10 months only. For this one, it will give you for 9 months only. And for this one, it will give you only 1 month. Because this amount of money was with the bank for only 1 month, December only. So accordingly, it will give you the interest. Perfect calculation is needed there in it. Okay. So that is 100 rupees, you will get 12 months. 11, that is another 100 rupees you will get for 12 months, 10 months, 9 months. So if I calculate here, so let's say calculate here. So if I calculate this over here, see if I calculate this 100 rupees, I got the interest for how much? For 12 months. Okay. So if you use the simple interest formula, what is simple interest formula? PRT by 100. What is the principal? 100 rupees. What is the rate of interest? Say let it be R only. And what is the time? Is 1 month. The rate of interest is annual. So if we have to convert that, okay, rate of interest as what? It will be monthly. So for 10% or say 12% per annum, then for 1 month, how much will that be? Well, this is for 12 months. 12% is for 1 year, means 12 months. Then for 1 month, how much will be the interest? That will be equal to 1 upon 12. I mean 1/12 of 12%. You divided by 12. So you will get for 1 month, what is the interest rate? 1%. So the interest rate is always mentioned in annual. So we have to convert that into monthly. How do we do that? By dividing it by 100, 12, right? The number of months in 1 year. So the same thing we will do. I will not writing 1%. So we will just write here rate of interest has to be R by 12 in it. Okay. So R by 12. And time is how much? Remember, this is for 12 months. You will write it for 12 months. Is that okay? In this case. And into 100. This is the first one. Simple interest for the second one will be what? Simple interest for the second one will be 100 into R by 12 and into 11. Okay. And this again 100 into that. Right? Simple interest for the third one. It will be 100 into R by 12 into 10 and here 100. Okay. Now keep on going, and finally for the last one, that is SI 12, it will be 100 into R by 12 into how many months? 1, and upon 100 into 100 plus. Is it clear? Fine. So sorry, it is into there. I'm sorry. Fine, it was this much. Now then this is the interest for the first 100 rupees that you had deposited in January. This is the interest for the amount of money which you have deposited in the month of February. This is for March, and this is for the last December here. And there will be in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and this is for December here. Now we have to add all those interest. So the total interest that you will get is from what? Total interest will be interest, simple interest 1 plus simple interest 2 and up to simple interest 12 here. Is that okay? So if I write that interest here, it will be how much? That will be, you can see in this case, I'm writing it here. I'll just writing it here. It will be P R T, and this will be 12 into 100. I'm just making a general one. I'm not writing the 100 part here. Say 100 I have taken as an example. Let us make it general here. And this is for first month, right? And what is the number of month? Time is, I'm sorry, time I did not write. Time here will be 12 months, right? So time is for 12 months. Is it clear? Fine. Because we are making in months here. So into 12 upon 12 into 100 here. Second one will be what? Principal I'm not writing as 100 because yes, you know, we have to write it in this example here. I'm just taking as a principal. It will be what? Next one, that is P rate is same and into 12, sorry, not 12, is now for 11 months. Second is for 11 month, 11 upon 11, sorry, 12 into 100, right? Fine. Third one will be what? P R into 10 upon 12 and 100 here. Okay. Similarly, the last one will be what? P R 1 upon 12 into 100. So do we not see that every time that we have got P, we have got R, and we have got upon 100 is common in all of these. What is left with? 12 plus 11, right? This is 12, right? Even 12 was common in it, sorry. 12 is common. So 12 plus 11 plus 10 and up to 1. Is it there? So this is a case of AP. That is, if you add them up, you will get the value. What? If you add them up, you will get a certain value. So it will be, so I'm just keeping it here, making it general now. So P R upon 100 into 12, and this will be what? Let it be n number of year, n number of, if we have taken an example of 12 months, right? Fine. Then we can take, it can be 13 months, it can be 14 months, it can be 60 months, we do not know. In that situation, to make it general, say n months, right? Fine. So it will be n into n plus 1. If you solve it, it will be in AP here. What is the common difference? You can see is -1. And if you put that, you will get some value out of it here, right? So I'm putting a general formula for this one. I'm not writing and putting the value there. I'm just telling you how much will that be, n into n plus 1 by 2 here, right? Because we are adding them. Remember, n by 2. Okay. We can see if you, this sum up to n term is what? N upon 2, 2a plus 1 minus 1, sorry, 1 minus n minus 1, sorry, n minus 1d. So what is n in it? N is 12 in this case, right? In this case, right? On, if it is not there, what do we do? See, simply n by 2 and 2a. What is that first term? 12 in this case, and I have taken it as n over here. This is n month, so it will be 2n, right? Minus total number of month is how much? That is, okay, wait, just give me 1 second here. Say, let's take this example only, right? What is a in it? 12, right? Plus, what is n? N is 12 minus 1, and d is what? Minus 1 in it. So when we solve it, what do we get? N is 12 in this case. So it will be 12 upon 2, 24 minus 11, minus 11, 11 into minus 1 is minus, right? So it will become minus 11, okay? What do we get? 6, and this will be 13. Fine. So that becomes how much? 78. If you add them up, okay, it will come as 78. 12 minus 1, 12 months, 2, okay, 2a, a is 12, 12 to the 24, and n is 12 in it, minus 1, 11d, minus 1 here, so minus 11, 11 minus 11, so 12 minus 11, 13, 78. So let's check here if do we get a 78 when we add all the numbers here. Just 1 second. So when you add that manually, you will get 78. To make it general, what do we do? Yes, we do not know how many months. We will put n upon 2 here, right? And this will be a is n in it, right? It will be 2 times n in it, okay? And you will follow that particular, solve it, and you will get the value here. I'm not doing that for you because we are wasting time in doing all of these, right? So you will get the value, you will get the formula in it, and the formula will be as such here. Okay, so we get here, if I solve this part here, you will get what? The interest here will be equal to P times R and into, okay, we will write it like this, N into N plus 1 the whole upon 2 into 100, okay, into R by 12 and into P. Okay, so this is the formula that we have got for interest calculation. So if I put the formula that we have in the book, okay, it's not this one, give me 1 second here, I'll just have the formula. See, remember, in your book you may be having the formula as such. If you say check with the one I have got here, is the same thing, P into R upon 100, right, upon 12 into 2 and into N plus 1 here. So same formula is there, right? But you need to understand how is it so, because if you understand, it will be easier for you to solve difficult questions. Now the question arises, how much money you have deposited by the end of this 1 year? You have deposited 1200. How do we get that? That is 100 into 12, right? And what is 12? 12 is the number of months. So if you say P, and 100 is principal, so P into N. So what is the amount of money which you have deposited? Amount of money deposited on a recurring basis is how much? P into N. Is it clear? Now this is your principal. This is called principal, right? Principal amount. Now this is your own money. Interest is how much? So the amount that you will get as a maturity value, that is called maturity value. What is maturity value? This is the total amount that you will get from the bank. Means your amount which you deposited, principal plus the interest. So what is the principal? Principal is 1 month 100, 12 months 1200. So 1 month P, N months PN, right? And plus interest. Interest is how much? P times N plus, okay, and PN we can say here, P times N plus 1 upon 2 and into R by 100, and you can multiply 12 over there only. So this is the interest which you got. This is the principal you have, and this is the maturity value. So maturity value is this much, fine, and this is what you will get from the bank at the end of the maturity, okay, and this is the formula that you have in your book, fine. Same thing, total amount deposited, P into N plus this amount, the interest that we have on. So you can understand the basic part of it. Once you know the basics, you can be able to break it up for your own understanding, and you could be able to solve it. I have derived the formula for you so that you understand how it works. Okay, so we will have certain questions, we will do it one by one.